Hey there, all you cool people. Cool Guy Collects here, and today we're going to talk about the new 1/6 scale Darth Maul figure from the Phantom Menace by Hot Toys. Stick around and watch the review. If you're from the Philippines like I am, the best place to get your Hot Toys figures, your 1/6 scale collectibles, is from Philbars. I'm not sponsored by Philbars or anything, but that's where I got it. So thank you to my good friend Rod, who manages Philbars North EDSA, SM North EDSA. So if you ever need a copy of this guy, go ahead and go to Philbars. Okay, let's get on with the review. Let's take a look at the packaging. It comes in the usual Star Wars design that Hot Toys and Sideshow usually does, with the gray sides. It comes with Darth Maul's angry face artwork. I like it. It looks really menacing. The Phantom Menace. It looks really scary. And it also comes with this, I don't know what this is called, but it's a separate piece with the alternate head. So that's what it looks like in front. And this is the side. And this is what it looks like from the back. A new Disney sticker.
Oh my God!
And the hooded face. And the hooded figure. The hooded version of a Darth Maul. So, let's open up the packaging. Okay, as you open the box, you're greeted with this artwork of Darth Maul snarling. Very scary, very menacing, because he's the Phantom Menace. There's also a close-up of the normal head over there. So, let's take a closer look by removing the sleeve, and then you're greeted with the actual clamshell itself. The clamshell comes in two separate layers. You can see all the accessories. That's the figure. All the lightsabers. And there seems to be like three different versions of the lightsaber. The dual-bladed lightsaber. It also comes with the lightsaber effects. Normally, standard normal lit. And the swooshing effect. Okay, so let's take a look at the second layer. And this is what the second clamshell looks like. It contains the base, the clamp, and the binoculars that he uses in the movie. Some kind of probe or assassin droid or something. I forgot what it's called, but it's a droid that it's like his scouting droid or something. And he also comes with his robe. And there's a few bits and pieces behind it, but we'll take a closer look as we get to the accessories. Okay. Okay, everybody. So this is what the inside of the content of the second clamshell looks like. You've got the probe droid that he uses in the desert to spy on Qui-Gon and Anakin and Obi-Wan. You could see wow, the detail is impressive. There's a few scuffs, it's been through a lot of missions and stuff. You can see the dry brushing of the silver metallic paint on the edges. It looks wonderful, and the detail is very crisp. Very fabulous looking. It looks amazing. It also has the clamshell also contains this binoculars, which he also uses in the desert. Not really sure, but take a look at the detail. It almost looks like it's very rusty or corroding. Very natural, very professionally painted. Good job, Hot Toys. Well, I could talk about this a lot more, but let's talk about more of the accessories. He also comes with the antenna for the droid. I'll show it to you later when I assemble it, but this is what it looks like separately. It also comes with the batteries. No, it's not a battery or something, but it's the electronics so you can power up the lightsaber. It also comes with another clamp. yeah, it hooks up to this guy, just like this guy. It's the holders for this guy, and a few of the extra accessories. The stand, the clear stand for this guy, so we connect here. I'll show it to you later. Don't worry. The extra bits and pieces, the thing that you use for the separate eye movement. You also had the clamp, the stand, and the base looks pretty similar to the original release, the 1.0 Darth Maul GX16, I think. Yeah, GX16 Darth Maul. And it also comes with this extra gauntlet. Some kind of comm link, a wrist communicator. Yeah, so it looks pretty nice. Very leather-like. It's a... I can't... Oh, yeah, it's a semi-flexible, flexible kind of rubber. And the painting, very reflective for a 1/6 scale figure. It's nice. Almost chrome-like. Brushed steel, maybe? I don't know. But it looks nice. Oh, looks great. So, let's take a look at the other accessories. Okay, like I've said, let's take a look at this accessory first, the Probe droid. This is what it looks like all set up. It has the antenna on top, and it's on the stand, on the clear stand. I mean, from the right angle, it would look pretty invisible, so it looks like it's floating. But yeah, it looks really nice, really detailed. And you can see, like I said, you can see the scuffs on it, and let's spin it around so you can see like what it looks like. Slowly. I wish I had a lazy Susan, but that's what it looks like. Very premium finish. Very smooth. I don't know if it's like satiny finish, but it looks kind of brushed looking. But we all know it's an airbrush. That's what the other side looks like. So yeah, that's a full 360 view of the Probe droid. So these are the accessories from the first clamshell. So it comes with 8 different interchangeable hands, apart from the 2 that's already included on the figure. You get 2 swooshing effects for the lightsabers, 2 normal lit up saber effects, 3 different lightsaber effects, the double-bladed lightsaber, I mean. So, 2 of them are electronic, which you hook up to the pack that you hook up to the Type-C cable. And then it also, this non-lighting up lightsaber, you can pull it apart and then plug it in with the damaged or like cut off piece or something. But it's very detailed. Let me zoom in for a bit. So, yeah, let's put it in focus. So yeah, that's what it looks like. The peg that you plug in, so it looks like it's cut in half. So yeah, very finely detailed. Amazing job by Hot Toys. See the paint? It looks very it's not lifelike. Metal has no life, but like it looks really premium. It looks really realistic. That's what I'm saying. It looks realistic. So that's it. It's very shiny. Same goes for the other lightsabers, as you can see. And let's take a closer look at this guy so you can just see. See, it's pretty similar to the end cap. So oh no, that's what it looks like. Damage. I'm sorry for like I'm sorry for like dropping in this stuff.
A few moments later.
Okay, so let's take a look at the hands individually. Very nicely painted. Let me focus it. I hope it goes in focus. Let's focus on it. Yeah, very nice. Very detailed, textured. The texture is amazing. It looks like it's made out of leather. Or some kind of leathery material, but it's nice. It's not magnetic, so it's a normal peg that Hot Toys usually uses. So it goes the same for this guy. That's what it looks like. These are like force pushing hands or force hands, just so you know what to call it. And these are a couple of like relaxed hands. Every figure comes with a relaxed hand. It comes with two of them. See, so you can like check it out. Closer look, yes. It also comes with two lightsaber holding hands, which you could actually use for other accessories that you might want to put. You could like, if you got like a random staff or something, you could be holding a random staff. And he also comes with what, I don't know if this is like it's a closed fist. Yes, it's a closed fist. Yeah, so if you want Darth Maul to be punching someone, you can use that. And is this I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like some kind of force choking hand. It's very interesting, but like, yeah, I think it's just a force choking hand, but I haven't seen him do a force choke before, but like, it's very menacing. Phantom Menace, like I said. Okay, so if you're ever curious on how these lightsabers work, what you want to do is grab one of these, the end of one of these cables, and then just plug it in to the socket. Yes. And then what you want to do is put it on the on setting. And then what you want to do is grab one of these Type-C USB cables and then plug it in. And you'll see that it's lighting up. It's color red because Darth Maul is a Sith Lord. And then what you do is plug this in the hole. There. It's lighting up. And if you're ever curious, like, on how it looks without additional lighting, or like, if you want to look at it in the dark, this is what it looks like. Hold on, let me turn off the lights.
Oh my God!
That's how bright it is without the lights on. And that's it. It's cool. It's cool. Turn it back on. Okay. He also comes with this hooded robe that he uses in the desert against Qui-Gon Jinn. And this is also the robe that he wore in his first appearance when he was introduced in that hologram with Palpatine, Darth Sidious. So yeah, this is what it looks like. It comes in black and it's pleated, making him look really regal and fancy looking. The sleeves are pretty long, and the fine tailoring by Hot Toys. It's a hoodie. And the hood comes with bendy wires, so you can adjust it as much as you like. It also comes with bendy wires on the robe itself, to make it look like he's being make it look like he's in the wind or something. I don't want to say he's getting blown off by the wind. There's a proper term, but it makes him look like he's in a windy place. That's what I'm saying. So let's move on. Now let's focus on one of the better accessories. We've got the snarling head sculpt. Very intimidating. Very menacing to look at. You can see, like, he also has the ear stud or like earring that what's the actor's name? Ray Parks. No, Ray Parks Jr. is the guy who wrote the Ghostbusters theme. But Ray Parks, yeah, Darth Maul, Ray Parks, yeah, the actor. Looks really nice. I like this updated sculpt. He looks very scary with all the rotten looking teeth inside. Very reflective too. I think it has a glossy finish. The skin is quite matte or like satiny. It looks nice. The thorns are very pointy, but they are well painted. Yes, it looks very nice. Like, one major difference, like, compared to the initial release, this is much more realistic in terms of proportion, because the first release, it was pretty fat looking. Doesn't really look like the actor that much, but this is a better upgrade. Yes, that's what I'm saying. And look at the tattoos. I'll show you later what the original one looks like. But the tattoos on here, they're all painted. They look like they're painted, but they're not sculpted. There's no like recessions or like grooves compared to the original sculpt. But look at the eyes, those Sith eyes. And I like how it came out of the box. It's like he's staring at something farther away. So I'm not gonna move it, but this is what the inside looks like. There, your normal separate rolling eyeball feature that Hot Toys does, but inside this is different from the original one because the original one comes with a magnetic head, which like lands on the neck. I'll show it to you later, but you pop it onto the neck and it magnetizes or something. It sticks on it by the use of the magnet on it. So yeah, so let's just one more look at the head. Appreciate the nice detail. And then he goes cross-eyed. I want to make it cross-eyed. It looks very silly, like those Ahega or something, like those anime girls, but it looks pretty funny. So let's get a move on. Let's switch to the actual figure. And this is what he looks like out of the box. And I must say, this guy is a definite upgrade from the 1.0. Let's take a closer look at the head. Okay guys, for the head sculpt, I have to say, this is a definite upgrade from the 1.0. It looks exactly like Ray Park this time. Ray Park without the S, just Ray Park. Okay, when you look at it, it's very nice. You can see every detail on the pores, especially on the lower left side over here. You can see like dots on it. Very detailed, very nice, Hot Toys. One big improvement on this guy is that the head isn't that wide. It's much more accurate to the actor. But apart from that, the face paint. The face paint is a lot more screen accurate. It's much more natural looking because it doesn't have the outline, like the sculpted outline that goes on the first figure. It's much more screen accurate, much more human or alien or lifelike looking. And that's about it with the head sculpt. It's on some kind of ball peg system. No, it's on a peg system. That's on a ball peg, I think. It's different from the original one because the original one is magnetic, and this is much more stabler, in my opinion. I think much more stable because it clips on to the body, and you could also see his ear piercing. It's there. Very nice paintwork on the horns. It has some kind of caramel to roasted gradient on it. Very nice red at the base. It looks nice. This is what it looks like from the back. See you. Oh, you can also see the texture on the scalp. Yeah, I think it's called scalp. Yes. So, that's about it. Oh, and the eyes. Yes. The eyes contrast very well with the skin because the skin has some kind of satin or matte finish, and the eyes are glossy. They're also movable. They're on a separate eye rolling system. How do you something separate eyeball rolling system? Very nice looking Sith eyes, very well painted, very vibrant, and very scary and menacing, even though like Palpatine is the actual Phantom Menace. Yeah, I was making a joke earlier, but I don't think the Star Wars fans would like it. But like, yeah, the head sculpt looks amazing. Let's move on to the body. Okay, let's take a look at the body. Very nice tailoring on this guy. Yes, it's much more like a very well tailored, streamlined. He's much more thinner, more dynamic, more aerodynamic. He does flips and stuff. Yeah, he looks a lot more natural looking. The other one is a bit pudgy looking because it's more baggy looking. But like, I like it. It's nice. The body is nice. We'll go in detail with the articulation later, but check this out. Belt So the belt is made out of some kind of material. Not, it's not genuine leather or something. I believe it's pleather, but it's. I mean, take a look at it. It's much more thicker. I believe it's much more stable, but like, no, I don't trust faux leather. Let's just assume that it will flake in a few years, like all the Hot Toys figures with the pleather and stuff. But let's move on to some other features. Okay, so there's like stitching on here. Yes, very nice, very well detailed. But the gauntlets, the gloves, they look really nice. They have nice leather-like textures. I like it. I like it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's very, very lifelike looking. And he also comes with these skirt pieces, I think. But they're bendable, so they look like they're being blown. They look like they're blowing in the wind or something. I don't know the proper term for it, but if I say blowing stuff, it's disgusting.
Hell no.
Okay, look at the boots. Well, very well detailed, very, very beautiful finish. Let's see how the light lands on it. It's very nice to look at. Some kind of satin leathery or something finish. Looks nice. And you'll notice that it looks really seamless, but it's actually a separate piece. I mean, not that separate, but it separates from the leg here. But it's attached to this guy, the strap thing. So that's a good thing to know about. This is what it looks like underneath. From some angles, when you do it like this, it looks like a basketball shoe. I don't know what it's actually made of. But the shoe detail, your boots detail, they're nice. These are what his pants look like. Very thick thighs. He probably works. What kind of feeling is it? There's some kind of foam underneath. I'm not sure, but like that's interesting to notice. And I'm not gonna tear this figure apart because it's a hassle to put back on. But overall, the body is nice. So now let's move on to articulation. Okay, for articulation, this guy, this head, it could go to about 360, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to damage the figure. Oh, see, it looks amazing. There's no more of the white stuff that was on it, the white dust. Okay, so arms go up that way. Wow. Yeah, I like posing this figure much more compared to like other stuff because it doesn't like hinder the clothing doesn't hinder articulation. But like, yeah, so it goes up that way. There's bicep swivel. Wow, I believe the whole arm could go 360 front and back. But yeah, it's not gonna go there because it's not gonna go full 360 because it has clothing on it, but it can on the base body. So like, yeah, elbow joint is more than 90 degrees. I think it's on a double hinge joint, yeah, like the other figures. It's very nice, very, very well made Hot Toys. Very, very wonderfully made. Yes. Okay. Wrist articulation. It goes full 360. Usual Hot Toys articulation. It moves from front to back, but I can't find it because of the stupid leather thing, which I want to remove. But you can see it would go there. Yeah, let's go. It moves forward and back there. This thing moves. Okay, let's put it back on because I hate this. I hate looking at that leather stuff. But yeah, it will move eventually. When I want to showcase it properly. Okay, so for the diaphragm joint, it bends over like that. That much, I think. I don't want to damage the figure any further, but it moves back like that. I mean, fine range of motion for a 1/6 figure. Could do better, but there's like a lot of stuff covering the joint. So, it's going to limit articulation for a bit. But the base body is flexible. It can go from side to side. Again, limited by this stuff. But basically it can. You just gotta damage the figure and stuff. It can do wow. Yeah, oh wow. The splits on this guy. This thing can reach higher. See, this is what like what well-tailored pants can do for you. Articulation is not that limited here. You can appreciate every bit of it, every bit of flexibility. Yes, you can move it from rotate, a swivel, I think. I call it swivel or something, pivot something. Yeah, hip rotation, yes. For the knees, I think it's a double hinge again. Wow! He could kick his own butt. Oh, amazing job, Hot Toys. Amazing. So yeah, toe articulation, no toe articulation, but it could move forward that much. He's not gonna be Michael Jackson and stuff, but like he moves back that much. Not much, but there's a bit of ankle pivot to it, but it's hindered by this strap. So you gotta watch out for that. But nonetheless, it's pretty posable. It's pretty stable. And that's about it for articulation. So let's move on to some other stuff, okay? I forgot to include this, but his head goes from side to side. It tilts forward a bit and backward. And he looks pretty natural. It looks nice. He's great. He's great. His eyes move. I think I can show it to you. Let's take it off. This is the new system that I was talking about. Yeah, it's on a ball peg. And it connects to here. The old one was magnetic, but it connects to there. You can control the eyeballs through that. But it's going to look silly like the other sculpt, like a Hegao looking stuff or something. Yeah, very silly looking Darth Maul. Yes. Okay. So yeah, that's about it. So let's move on to some other stuff. And this is what he looks like if he wants to finally reveal himself to the Jedi. I'm gonna be a bit honest with you guys. I mean, the robe is nice, but it could lay more naturally. I mean, it could lay more better if you futz with it more. But because this part of the hood keeps on wanting to stick up. It doesn't want to lay flat on the head. So if you really want it to look natural, you're gonna have to put some double stick tape behind one of these hoods, so it would have a much more natural way of laying flat there. It's gonna take a lot more futzing for it to look great, guys. And that's the bad thing about it. But if you find some tape or double stick tape, it's gonna look a lot better. I mean, here's the rest of the outfit if you're curious. But could be better. Yeah, it could be a lot better, to be honest. So yeah, let's move on to pictures. And here's a comparison with the original 1.0 DX16 Darth Maul. And as you can see, the head on the guy on the right is much more fatter, much more caricature-like compared to the realistic-looking Ray Park head on the left. That's one major difference. The one on the left looks much more realistic, and the one on the right looks fat and looks like he's taking in too much carbs, so he's bloated and stuff. So yeah, that's one major difference. And another difference are the tattoos. The tattoos on the right, they're sculpted, while the ones on the left give it a natural looking finish that makes it look like it's painted on him. And wow, check the detail on the horns. There's a massive difference on the horn. It looks like it's much crustier. compared to this guy, it looks like he really needs an upgrade. But this guy is the upgrade. So yeah, that's nice. That's great, great. Much more. The eyes are much more orangey compared to this guy. That's one major difference, but yeah, that's about it for the head. So yeah, that's about it for the head. Let's move on to like differences on the body. So yeah, for the body, I can say the guy on the right, yeah, he looks a bit taller, even if he's kind of crouched a bit. Yeah, it's a bit taller, but also more chunkier. I don't really like it that much. But yeah, the new one is a definite improvement. The proportions are much more human-like. Yes, and you'll notice he just looks a bit. He just looks like he's a bit fatter. To be honest, it looks much more doll-like. The guy on the right, I mean. Okay, so this is the new guy. And as you'll see, let me focus on it a bit. There's much more weathering on this guy's boots compared to this guy, which is a lot more clean, but a bit dirty as well. Yeah, so that's like the difference on the feet. But also, you'll notice the guy on the right, it's much more chunkier looking. The feet look the boots look a lot more chunkier. So that's one major difference. What else? I mean, pretty much the same on all the other parts, but like, yeah, the guy on the right, the tailoring is a lot more larger compared to the new one. So yeah, okay, let's move on to another comparison. And also, one more thing about this old guy, yeah. But the head comes with a magnetic type of connector that just conveniently, you could just like put it on top and it just stays there. But like, yeah, it gives it a lot more range of motion compared to this guy. I mean, that's the only perk about this head sculpt, but compared to this guy, this looks much more realistic. I'd rather have this head compared to this. Aside from the I just want this head. I like this head better compared to this guy. So yeah, let's take a look at another figure. And here he is with Padme Amidala from Episode 2. They scale pretty nicely. My Padme is in a pose, but they work together. They're perfectly in scale. So let's compare it to one other figure. And here's how he scales with Anakin from Episode 2. Anakin, accurate. Anakin is much more taller compared to Darth Maul. So yeah, it's a good scale. It's a good comparison. Let's move on to another figure. And this is how he scales with Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, Hayden Christensen is a tall man. He's a lot taller compared to Ray Park, so they scale pretty nicely. I'm getting the artisan version of this soon. Yeah, I hope it also scales well with this guy. So I'm pretty excited about that. But this is how they look like for now, and they look great. They look great together, even though they haven't seen each other in the movies. Okay, next comparison. And this is how he scales with the Hot Toys Obi-Wan Kenobi figure. They scale pretty well. If you're curious like why my Obi-Wan looks different, I swapped the bodies out with the DX-26. No, I forgot. It's the Obi-Wan Kenobi that comes in clone armor. I swapped the body and the clothing on it. So if you want to change it and customize your Obi-Wan, it's gonna take quite an effort because none of the original parts fit on it. So yeah, and I also changed I changed it to real leather because it was flaking on me now. So that's what he looks like. Okay, next comparison. And this is how he scales with Master Yoda from episode 2. Not much to say, but again, scales pretty nice. The height is appropriate. That's about it. Okay, so next figure. And this is how he scales with Samuel L. Jackson, Mace Windu. His scale pretty nice. Mace Windu is a lot more taller compared to Darth Maul. And that's it. They look good. They look good. So next figure. And this is him with himself after his unfortunate mishap with Obi-Wan Kenobi. But you'll see, because of the cybernetic limbs, he looks much taller. And also, since it's been a few years after the mishap, he looks older. Yeah. So that's what they look like together. And here he is with Qui-Gon Jinn. I'm pretty sure most of you are going to recreate that scene where he stabs Qui-Gon in the abdomen. So if you're curious about what they look like together, this is what they look like. So at the end of the day, guys, like, if you're planning on getting the best representation of Darth Maul in 1/6 figure form, look no further than the new Hot Toys 1/6 scale Darth Maul figure from the Phantom Menace. He looks amazing. As always, guys, this has been Cool Guy Collects. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.